Good afternoon, everybody. Matrix here, and here's a quick trade recap for January 31st, closing out the month. Not bad. I mean, I took one trade today. Basically, here is my P&L and my timestamp trades. I just want to go through this trade with you guys. It's not anything to be brag about, but it is a very nice trade indeed. This morning, I never got a chance to trade because I had an appointment to get my car fixed at the mechanic. But anyways, so by the time I got back home around lunch, the stock has already dumped right here as we're looking on Apple here. And once I open up my platform, I basically started plotting out all these lines. Apple was not on my watch list last night, but Apple is a ranger and a real runner, and is one of the tickers that we play at Trick Trades on a daily basis. So without a real plan from the night before, I had to make a plan on the fly today, and I turn up to Apple. So once I opened the chart Apple, I marked off these lines. When I got back, Apple was around I believe this area already under the VWAP. Okay, and this is the first line I mapped out. I first noticed the high at 169. Okay, and then I also mapped out the first print of the day, which is the 4 a.m. Opening price 166.35. I usually use the blue line here. The first print of the day usually has some sort of significance, in my opinion. And then I was watching Apple. I saw that this 168 line, this 168 level was very key. As you can see, it held support here. It was a psychological number. It held support here, held support here. And then it did like the little basketball bouncing pattern right here. I can see that the front side of the move is done. We were into the back side. It finally snapped. So prior support now becomes resistance. As you can see, it came down and bounced and rejected off this. By the time I got home, though, it was underneath the VWAP. It was around this area. So aside from marking the 168, I also had to look for other forms of resistance play here. Looking at this, I was also staring at 167.50, another psychological area. I noticed that's where around the VWAP is. And I think on the 5-minute chart here, it was a little bit more apparent. The 167.50 was very apparent right here. So I was looking at it at this side. I was looking at the VWAP. I was looking how it was tapping. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit real quick. I think it dumps right here. By the time I got in, I was trading around this. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so as you look at the timestamp here, I got in at 150. So by the time I got home, it was around this area. It dumped already underneath the VWAP, and it was consolidating in this tight area over here. All right. So as I was seeing it come back up, I was thinking, okay, here's the thesis. They're gonna come back up to the VWAP. I want to take it long. It was holding a whole number of 167 to 166.90s area right here, this shaded area, and I actually had it marked off around here, 166.80s. Right, this was the low. I saw a quick double bottom, triple bottom here. Okay, let's zoom in some more. I saw a quick triple bottom. I also mapped off trend lines here. I mapped off basically the down channel. Okay, and now I was all set and ready to set the plan, right? So when I was watching it, it was around this area. I saw it pop, came down and start holding, and I was thinking, if I were to take this long, basically we have a triple bottom, and this is my risk. Okay, the thesis is to take Apple long back up to the VWAP, and if it does break VWAP, it could test the 168 again. Apple had a previous earnings, and the catalyst was pretty positive. If I zoom back a little bit, the catalyst was pretty positive. So it does have a possibility to keep running. Okay. The SPY in itself was pretty strong for the past couple of days, as you can see right here. So that also added to my long thesis. Now, looking at this right now, when I came back, it bounced here and then it finally bounced off right here, the 167. Okay. And from here, I still didn't take the trade. From here, actually, I did take the trade. I basically took the trade off this candle. So I was seeing the support around this area as it reclaimed this 167 here on this candle. Hold on. Trying to. Anyways, as it reclaimed this 167 here, and I saw it reclaim the 9 EMA, the red line here, I took it long. And my risk was very apparent. It was about 20 cents to the downside. And my first target was the VWAP plus over and under. If it got back above this shaded area here, this resistance area, it would have kept running, in my opinion. That was the plan. So I took it long, 200 shares at 1:50 a.m. 1:50 p.m. 167.06, which is this candle. There's the timestamp here, okay, and then here is 167.06 exact right here where the green candle is, and I just wrote it as it came up. First push into the 50 EMA, I took half off, okay, and then as it came up some more, another push, I took another half off that. Personally, I took this little piece off a little too early because it was reaching the VWAP, okay? And by the time it got here, I was looking at the back over here at this resistance area, okay? We have a key psychological number at 167.5 right here, and that's why I took the piece off. And then as it came back down, we tested and ripped again. I took another piece off at 167.46. So initially, I took basically 40 cents off this play, and now I had 25 shares left to hold. I set my hard stop right at the entry here at 167.06, and I was waiting for it to break out or fail. If it had broken out the shaded area and held, my thesis was to add on the next pop up, running into 168, continuing this trade. But unfortunately, it snapped right here, and basically it dumped and stopped me out. I mean, this candle came out so fast. I didn't even have a chance to manually stop out, right? So as it was coming, I was hoping for it to bounce right back up, and then I would stop out. But then it didn't. It just kept coming down, and my automatically stop out took me out right at the entry price over here. Now looking at this again, in hindsight, obviously, Apple, yes, the long was a good thesis because of the positive earnings catalyst, because it was holding previous support right here, right? However, the one thing I forgot to recognize is that we are into the backside and late day as well. And yeah, basically that was it. When I saw this dump and right over here, I think I could have took the short. I mean, I wouldn't have took the short. I wouldn't have took the short here because it could easily bounce right back up. We are at a support area, but when this snapped, basically it was another idea to take the short, right? As this key area snapped, and when it retested, I could have took the short here, risking a little bit above 167 over under right here in this area, right? Had I taken the short, it would have been a pretty nice trade all the way back down to the first print. And now we're in late day, almost closing. And that's basically it for my trading day. So if you enjoyed this recap and liked what you watched, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. Check out my link description in the video. I am a member of Trick Trades. Trick is my mentor and has been my trading mentor for the past year. And it's because of him I'm able to make trades like these. Pretty perfect trade. I mean, in a sense, yes, the move was small, but I am playing the counter trend, right? Because if you're looking at this, this is the overall trend coming down. I'm playing the counter trend, and basically that was it. To be quite honest, I like the short better. I've always liked to short stocks more anyways, but it is what it is. 40 cents, I'll take it. A little bit of lunch money. The money is not anything big to brag about, but one trade, one hit, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all bright and early tomorrow. Ciao.